now everybody's talking about prompt engineering, right? Prompts, our ability to write prompts.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't done it enough myself yet, but it's all in our imagination, right? Whatever you and I want to come up with, whatever we decide to write in that prompt, a question, a statement, an ask. I mean, the sky's the limit on what is possible. To me, that's very intriguing. It's more intriguing and exciting than scary from that angle.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. I was actually I mentioned I was doing some AI training, and they were talking about these neural networks and the deep learning, right? And so
Yeah.
it was like you have A, which is your inputs, and B is the output. But with these neural connections, you don't have to worry about making those. The software does that. So you come up with, which is cool. It's the person comes up with, okay, I'm going to sell shirts. So
Yeah.
you've got the color, you've got what's on the shirt, you've got the pricing of the shirt, you've got the shipping for the shirt, you know, those things. And then what are they going to buy it or not is the result. That's what you're trying to look at. So you could use that with anything, right? Like in
Yeah.
healthcare, here are the plans, here are the networks, here are the authorizations, here are the services, all that, the cost shares. Are they going to buy it? And what this does is it determines, you feed it all the data, like here are all those different scenarios with these different things, and it figures out those connections. So if the combination of the color of the shirt, the quality of the material, the shipping is that correlates to whether the thing's going to get bought or not. And that's cool. So you don't have to, what you think about is what are the feeders into, or what
Yeah.
can you control, and then what's the output, and feed it the data to show like how it's trending and how it's been. Let the computer figure out all that magic of the combinations of things. So it could tell you, boy, if you sold a red shirt for $5 and the shipping was $1 or what, then you're going to maximize your sales, or you're going to
Yeah.
put this product into the marketplace. You're going to get the sale. And I think that is what everybody's been trying to figure out. But if everybody's got that technology, right, then I don't know. And the other thing I was thinking is that's based on history.
Right.
But then as others start doing the same thing, you got to keep feeding it the data so it can keep up with the trends. So I think we'll still have trends.
Yeah.
But as a consumer, man, this is fantastic, right? I mean, you're going to get stuff that you care about. You're hopefully not going to see or have products put in front of you that don't really hit the mark for you.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be specific, but things that you really care about. So that's super cool.
Kind of bringing together the scale plus the individual choice or taste, I guess, which we
Yeah,
have.
all those things. You guess you don't. I mean, that's what you spend your time on. What are the drivers? What are the adjustments that we can make? And you and I have been around long enough to have been in those conversations. Like, what are the levers we can pull? This is
Right.
what we're trying to do, and we never really knew.
Yeah.
We had good indications probably of which ones are going to make the most impact, but this will just tell you for sure. It's fact based, experience based. This is what it's been, and
Yeah.
here are the answers. It's fantastic.
Think about what we're doing now, or with where we're at, and just the natural ability. I think of the newest sort of team member, employee, newest customer using our tools.
Mm-hmm.
The ramp up, the
Yeah.
ability to accelerate one's adoption and ramp up with these solutions is going to be night and day. Like we haven't even gotten where we're going to see all this yet, but I can see that's going to be radically shaped, right? Because now it's, and back to what you said, back to those t-shirts and the other example with the individual choices, no longer, I mean, we're radically just changing how people learn, right? Like on
Yeah.
the job is going to be like, you know, let me ask these prompts about what I need to know
Yeah.
and be directed in a natural way to figure it out. Um, so I think we're just on the cusp of all the different value points that we're going to get out of this new way of doing business. I mean,
Yeah. I totally agree. Yeah. I think about even something as simple as release notes,
yeah,
right? You have this big system that does all these things, and a lot of the clients don't use it all. They use these pieces that they care about, and they get the release notes. And this is not just this is true for probably any software company, right? There's stuff that you care about, and to be able to put that in like an ad, and then you can ask what's new in this space, and it tells you immediately, and it can give you references back to the document within the release. I mean that saves me lots of time as an end user,
yeah,
and I'm not shooting emails off or hoping that somebody that I work with is going to tell me about it. I can get that really quickly. So really what I need to know is how to use these tools to do my job better. But the use of the tools is so much easier than it's ever been because it's natural language. You
exactly.
just type however you talk and or you speak. You could use a microphone, right?
Yeah,
And then it has all that at its fingertips and just gives you the right answers. So yeah, it's there are a lot of low hanging fruit, I think, and then we'll forget that however hard it used to be. Like I don't remember like if I had to go on a trip somewhere, and I know I contacted like AAA and got a trip tick, or even going to a city a couple over that I hadn't been to. Like how did I get there? But now I have GPS, and I don't know what I would do without GPS. You just type it in, and it tells you, and if there's traffic, it tells you about that. And how did we survive
right.
before just that? And it's going to be the same deal with this AI stuff. We're not even going to like. I know I did it, but I can't. You can't even like remember like how bad it was because you didn't know how good you could have had it.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to become so natural.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.